This morning I'm at work and I wanted to do a video before I actually opened my store, or opened the store, not my store. Um, this video is another tag. It's called the Witchy Self Tag. I saw Lisa the Pagans and Ariander Ravenheart. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Um, I saw both of them do it and I got inspired, and I wanted to do it myself, to let you guys know a little bit more about me. It has a ton of questions, so bear with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. Question number one: what kind of witch are you? I consider myself eclectic. I pull from different beliefs, different traditions, different forms of magic, whether it be shamanism, ceremonial magic, folk magic, hoodoo, um, traditional Wicca, to kind of make my own path. I'm trying to forge my new way kind of thing to help me know how I want to put it. I want to kind of help me have a path of my own that's just mine, that's right for me, you know. The next question: how did you discover your path? I was in high school at 15, and I was really fascinated with anything magical, anything wizardry, witches, anything. And a friend of mine at the time suggested that I look into Wicca, and that's kind of how I started. From there, here I am. How long have you been practicing? This beginning of this month would have marked 8 years. So 15, and I'm 23 now, so 8 years I've been practicing. What path or tradition do you follow? I don't, like I said, I'm eclectic. I don't really follow a set tradition or a path. I draw from different forms of paganism, whether it be Celtic, ceremonial shamanism, just regular folk magic, Germanic folk magic, and different things like that to make my own kind of path. Are you solitary or in a coven? Is the next one. I am solitary. I have been a part of a couple circles, but nothing really spoke to me as the way. Don't get me wrong. I like group. I like group work and group energy and stuff. It's just, I think right now on my path I just need to be solitary and work on myself. The next question is: do you practice divination? If so, what techniques? Yes, I do practice divination. I use tarot, scrying, either it be crystal ball or water, fire, air, earth, or elemental scrying, things like that. I work on psychic development a lot as well. So, um, the next question: would you teach and practice witchcraft to your children? I feel that if I had kids with my partner, that we would both practice around them because we're both pagan. We would practice witchcraft around them, and they would be raised up by it. But we would both give them the choice to choose whatever religion calls to them and whatever they're choosing. So if they chose to be Christian, I'm all right with it, as long as they don't come home and scream that I'm going to burn in hell. Do you have a patron or patron slash matron deity? It's supposed to be, my thing says major, but it's supposed to be matron. I do have a patron. It's Poseidon. My matron, there's actually two goddesses that are calling to me right now to work with them. One is Abundancia, the goddess of abundance and prosperity, and Demeter, the earth grain goddess of Greek mythology. So yeah, favorite pantheon. It's a mix between Celtic and Greek. I draw more to Greek, but I do love the Celtic mythology and the Celtic stories and folklore, if that makes any sense. My next question: favorite goddess. It's kind of hard. I would say my favorite goddess. I have to go with Gaia. I'm still going to go with Gaia, the Earth Mother of Grecian mythology, the mother of all the gods. I think that's Rhea. I need to study on Greek mythology, but my favorite goddess is Gaia. Favorite god is Poseidon. He is my patron, and he is my all-time favorite god. Sorry, like I said, I'm at work and there's movement outside. I'm not opening this door for another 15 minutes. Okay, but back now. The next question is my sun sign. I am a Capricorn. The next question is your moon sign. I actually got to do some research on this. I'm not so good with astrology. It's something that's a little above my head at the moment. But my moon sign I found is to be Leo. The next question is, do you have a familiar? I did. I don't at the moment. The familiar that I did have, he was a, he's still alive. I don't know why I keep saying that. He is a 6-year-old golden retriever. Um, Miss him dearly, but he's with my parents back home. So, and I don't think I could take him away. My dad has too big of a connection with them as it is. The next question: thoughts on the afterlife. My thoughts on the afterlife is once a person dies, your soul is taken to Summerland or wherever your beliefs, like wherever you believe you're going to go after you die. It could be heaven, hell, damnation, purgatory, um, Hades realm, but I believe in Summerland. You go there to rest and rejuvenate from this lifetime and get ready for reincarnation into another lifetime. Um, so, the next question: have you had any paranormal experiences? Yes, I've had a lot. Um, let's see if I can remember one of the memorable ones. Um, okay. Me, my partner, and our friends, we did a haunted jail tour in the city of Charleston, South Carolina. It's kind of, we live around that area. And you know, that city itself is historical and haunted as it is. But we did the haunted old Charleston jail tour. And in one of the rooms, um, um, my partner was walking around because he just wanted to walk around. And the door was closed. It was at night. It was completely black. But I felt and saw a woman. Um, she looked really scary. She was in like Victorian dress. Um, she walked in the door with us, and then when the door closed and the lights were off, she didn't disappear. Her shadow got darker, I guess you could say, so you can actually see her. And she stood right beside me and stared at me. And like the back of my hair, the hairs on the back of my neck, and goosebumps and everything just went off. And then when the guy started talking about her, because she was a murderess, um, one of the Charleston's famous murderesses. I don't remember the whole story, but when he started talking about her, she disappeared. It was really, 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 really creepy. But and this wasn't like the scary part. It was just the energies in there were really creepy. Um, the next question: are you out of the broom closet? If so, how do your friends and family feel about your path? I am out of the broom closet. Most of my friends are pagan or of like-minded, and the ones that aren't, they respect it, and I respect their beliefs. They respect mine. So, you know, I didn't really lose any friends. My family, um, they know, but they just don't want to talk about it, which is cool. I you know, that's okay with me. Um, the next question: what is something that inspires you? Um, I think the beauty of nature is really inspiring. I know when I went to art school for photography, I would get a lot of inspiration just by going out and walking around parks and seeing different the trees and nature and seeing all the creations trees can come up with. And I would get photographic ideas and portrait ideas and locations ideas and stuff like that that would just pop in my head after just taking a really good walk in the down a park or something. Um, excuse me. Okay. The next question: do you have an altar? I do. At the moment, it is taken. It is taken apart. Um, where I'm in the process of moving to a new place, so my main altar is taken apart and it's sitting at the new place. Um, I have. I had 3 altars. One for my totem animals and spirit guides. One for a like a kitchen altar kind of thing, and then one main working altar in my room. So, the next question: what's a spell that you've done? Well, like I said in the last question, that I am in the process of moving. A recent spell that I did was a protection spell in the new place, since a lot of mine and my partner's stuff is over there. I have a protection salt that I put around the whole area of the house, like outside, and I also enchanted gargoyles that I have inside facing both of the doors, and I have my wolf totem, which will tie into the next question. I have my wolf totem sitting there watching and protecting the place while we're not there. The next question is, do you have a totem animal? If so, what is it? I think I'm gonna make another video on my beliefs on totem animals, and yeah, I'll make another video on that and explain more in detail on what my beliefs are. But I do have a totem animal, and it's a wolf. Like I said earlier, Wolf has been with me since high school when I first started. He was with me, kind of protecting me and guiding me along the ways of this path. And I am very grateful to have him as a totem animal. I have a couple other ones, but that is my main. He is my main totem animal. Favorite pagan holiday that you celebrate? My favorite pagan holiday is Litha, or the midsummer solstice. I don't the energy about it, the fairy, the solar energy, just is one of my favorite holidays to celebrate. I know a lot of people usually say Samhain. That's my second choice, but Litha is my all-time favorite. I just love the energies of Litha. The next question is, do you meditate? Not as often as I should. I should probably meditate more, but I don't have any excuses for it. I should meditate more. The next question, have you gone to a psychic, a tarot reader, a Reiki master, a healer, etc.? I have. I haven't had my cards read in a long time, but I have gone to different healings. I am a Reiki student, so I do go to my Reiki master all the time and get healings from her and attunements. I've been to a crystal healer. I've been to a healer that uses sound therapy, color therapy, angelic healing, I guess you can say, chakra balancing, things like that. I'm really interested in the energetic healing aspects, and seeing the reflection in my glasses gets kind of annoying, but I won't be able to read if I didn't have that. Next question? What are some witch books that have influenced you? I think the one witch book that I go back to all the time is Silver Ravenwolf's American Folk Magic. The different chants and the different herbs and folk magic that she uses in that book is something that I use all the time, especially for healing, for protection, for guidance. It's a really great book if you guys are interested in old, like Virginia-style hex sign folk magic. It's really, really interesting. I know some people are iffy about Silver Ravenwolf, but I think that's one of her better books. Favorite witch websites, the next question. YouTube is where I get a lot of my information from the people that I follow. Excuse me. And Witchfox is good. I have a profile on there. Another one that I'm researching now is Lucky Mojo to get some stuff, get information on hoodoo and things like that. The next question, my favorite witch movie. Practical Magic is one of my all-time favorites. I love the series Charmed, Witches of East End, American HS Coven. Those aren't movies, but those are series. American Horror Story and American HS. Sorry. Horror Story Coven. They're really good. Another movie... I can't remember another movie. So, yeah, Practical Magic and those three series. Favorite mythological animal? It's not an animal, it's a creature, but I don't know if you can see it. Mermaid is my favorite. It keys in with Poseidon. I wear this all... I found it recently, and I'm going to wear it all the time now. My favorite talismans that I have. Favorite season would have to be fall. I know I said I love Litha, but I'm not a big summer person. I love the energies of Litha, and I love like the fairy magic and things like that, but down here in the south it gets really, really, really hot. And I'm a big guy, and I'm not a big fan of heat. Nope. So fall is my favorite. It's in between hot and cold, and I love the colors, and the energies of that as well are just phenomenal. The next question, my favorite herb. My favorite herbs, my go-to herbs that I use all the time would be lavender and cinnamon. I love lavender for the calmingness and the cinnamon for the protection. There's a lot of other attributes that I use it for, but those are the two main. Favorite gym. hematite. I have a couple hematite, tiger's eye, clear quartz. I actually have this big guy with me today, my Lemurian quartz and my clear quartz bracelet, and I'll show you something with tiger's eye in a second. Rune of choice, I don't really work with runes, so I'm not too sure, but one, I guess you call it Yuaz, the one for the goddess. It's the Y one, I guess. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's I've used that. I used to use that one a lot in my practice, but I've fallen away from using runes for now. Tarot card of choice. I would say the Magician and the Fool. The Fool because he is innocent, or the card is innocent, wanting to learn more, starting a new journey kind of thing, and something that I really connect with. I'm always up for learning new information, for taking a different turn in my path, a different twist here and there. The Magician speaks to me. It usually tells me that I have the energy that I need, or the supplies that I need to make anything I want possible, and it really connects with me deeply at this time of my life. Symbol or sigil of my choice that I like, and excuse me, I got it on my arm, but the symbol that I love is the Trident of Poseidon, which I got this in honor of him. And then another regular symbol that I use all the time is the pentagram. Alright. Your athame, or the one you want, is the next one, and I actually have two, so again, bear with me. My first one that I use all the time is this guy. It has my magical name carved on it. Awesome. I got it for an initiation. I did 2.5 years ago when I was part of a group. I'm not part of the group anymore, but this athame really spoke to me, and I was really excited when I got it. Like, the one that I haven't actually charged yet, excuse me, I haven't actually charged to bless, but I really want to start working with it, is this big guy. It's huge. I'm a big sword fanatic, and I love different types of swords and stuff, and this one just reminds me of something really Grecian warrior-esque kind of thing, like a short sword, not like the huge Excalibur or like the big barbarian swords or whatever, but I just like that. So those are the two right now. I have a couple more at the apartment, at my apartment, but those two that I wanted to bring and show you guys today. The next question is the wand or the one I want. I have two again. I know I said my favorite stone is tiger's eye, and this is one of my favorite wands. It has a tiger's eye on the base of it. I don't remember the wood exactly. I bought it a long time ago, but it's one of my favorite wands. I'm more of the Harry Potter style ones than like the make it yourself. I mean, I do have wands that I made myself. It's just these are more fancy, and I kind of like that. The next one I have is a darker wood. I like this guy too. This is my first one that I actually bought myself, that I bought years ago. And the reason why I got it is because it has deer antler, which is one of my totems. It's one of my family totems, is the deer. So yeah, I got that. It had the horn, so it connects me really with earth energy and stuff like that. The next question is my cauldron. I did not bring my cauldron to work with me today, but I do have one. It's just a plain, I think it's 3 inches in diameter, 3.5 tall, cast iron, 3-prong legs, stuff like that. It's really a plain one. My Book of Shadows is, I brought that with me today, is a binder. I use a binder for my Book of Shadows. This is one of my newer ones. Nothing fancy. I'm still working with it. I have a couple journals and stuff like that I use as well, but I just wanted to bring that and show you guys. The tarot decks, my favorite tarot decks, are the ones I want. It's the next question. The ones that I have a lot of tarot decks, but the ones that I have that I love are the Steampunk Tarot, the Wizard's Tarot, and the Shaman's Tarot, and the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. It's a long name, but I love those cards. The tarot that I brought with me today to show you guys is actually a tarot deck that I got from Dollar Tree. I did not know that Dollar Tree sold tarot cards, but they do in their magic like their kids section. It's like with their like the magic tricks and stuff. They sold a lot of tarot cards and stuff there. It's pretty cool. Those are really cool. They're very plain. It's kind of like they make a little game out of it, but you can use them for divination with great success. All right, the last question that I have, something witch related that you want right now. Well, right now, the only thing witch related that I would love to have would actually be like a robe, kind of not like a druid's robe, but like a wizard's robe, with like the long sleeves and like the hood, and it covers you up, things like that. I think I would love to have that. I have a couple cloaks, but I think a robe, I think that's something I'm going to make in the future. Soon it'll be a robe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's actually a little overtime for me to open the shop, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them in the comment sections below. Also, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Blessed be.